So we're in a bit of a predicament. We are stuck on a hill.
G'day, Bryn Williams here from Boomerang 4 Drive and Camping Adventures. Welcome to episode 3, Lane Poole Reserve. Join us for some adventures, 4-wheel driving, camping, car walkthroughs, cooking, and much, much more.
Okay, so we will start off with the destination for today. We're heading south of Perth to Lane Poole Reserve. It's about a 2-hour, 20-minute drive from Perth CBD. A little bit of dirt road, but a fairly easy drive either way. So we're in a bit of a predicament. We are stuck on a hill. My dad's in a Lexus, and we are winching him sideways because there's a big tree behind him. So as I was pulling him sideways now. We've been doing this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Hopefully we're out now. We're going to reverse out, drive back to safety. It's a bit of a dirty, boggy hill. So we made it to camp.
Yeah.
The Lexus made it. There it is.
Oh,
Bit dusty. There he is. It's my old man, Dad. Or Dave. And Nesta. Hey, pup. What have you cooked for us, Dad? Don't speak with your mouth closed. Wait for it. Ah, the classics, eh? So we have what kind of sausage is it? Cumberland?
Cumberland sausage. Homemade special burger with cheese, bacon, spices, onion, lamb. And my personal favourite, which I made myself from Woolies, hash browns. I must say, we thought we'd come for a nice, easy drive today, and arrive at maybe 6:30 in the evening.
What day though? Did we specify what day?
It's now this time next week. We got bogged. My car caught fire. Nesta actually mated with a kangaroo. But on to more serious things. Cheers.
Cheers. So we ended up having to winch my car with a trailer up a hill. First time with a winch actually, so it's paid itself off, and it's only a cheapie off 4 Drive Supercentre. The Dominator. So yeah, that got a good use, got a good workout today. Paid itself off, like I said. We had to pull the car and the trailer up a hill, maybe 20 or 30 metres, and we had to pull the Lexus sideways, which was interesting. We were trying to reverse the Lexus down the hill, and it got nearly wedged behind a tree because it was sliding straight down and not steering, because it was very gravelly. So yeah, we ended up pulling the Lexus sideways, as you'll see. But we got here. It's 10 past 11. We've had a couple of drinks. We're having dinner. And
Breakfast.
oh, is that breakfast? Yeah. For what week? And you won't be able to see, but it's a nice little spot near the river. I'm sure you can hear it if you listen carefully. The camper trailer's set up. Had the cook stove going, and I'm looking forward to getting in my bed later tonight. So there's the camper trailer, still attached to the car, and our makeshift kitchen. Excuse the mess. But after a frantic day of hill climbs, that's not going to work. It's going to be nice to crawl up in there. We've got 2 more days in Dwelling Up. Dad's going to head home tomorrow, and I'll be meeting up with Kirsty, my wife, and a couple of mates later tomorrow. So I have to get to the campsite that we intended on going to, but I know a safer way, so that should be okay. Cool, dinner time. Someone's as excited to go to bed as I am, I think. You're right there, Nesta. What are you doing? You're like mucking up my bed. I just made that. Set up here at camp, down by the river. Beautiful little spot here. Found it maybe 2 years ago, and it's a big open area. Just over here there's a river crossing, pretty easy to clear. It's probably knee deep or so at the moment, and I'm all set up. So this is the camper trailer set up. Got the kitchenette there, and it's good having this. You got heaps of storage in there, so all the food crates, tables, chairs, and all that kind of stuff goes in there. Inside the camper trailer, nice little cozy area. This takes maybe 20 or 30 minutes to set up, with the spreader poles up the top there. On my own. If I've got Kirsty here helping, then maybe half that time, a lot easier. It's a beautiful camp spot, but unfortunately there's some dickheads that come here and leave all their rubbish around. So I spent maybe 20 minutes picking it all up. Here is the bin bag. So it's nice to have a clean camp spot anyway. Bits of glass everywhere. Empty bottle, broken bottles, cans. Bits off a 4-wheel drive. But yeah, it's a beautiful little spot. Here's the river crossing. And someone's made a little bench there as well, which is pretty cool. Pretty handy. So nice little spot there. There were a few people here just before that pulled up and had a picnic on the way through. And this is the river crossing here. Like I said, it's about knee deep at the moment. The bottom is like that all the way through, so plenty of traction. Another little complaint though is there's a fire past where I'm set up at the moment that's smouldering, that someone hasn't bothered putting out. Someone that was here probably last night. It's Sunday today. I've got today and tomorrow off, which is nice because spots like this are often taken on a Saturday night. But yeah, well, I'm waiting around. It's nearly 3 o'clock now. I'm waiting for a couple of mates to come, and they're bringing Kirsty as well. So Brooke and Damon are coming, and they have a hard floor camper trailer, and I'll probably be here sometime around 7 o'clock. So for now, Nest and I are going to have a little swim. The water's brisk, but the weather is warm, and I'm washing the Max tracks in the river there from last night. We used them when we were winching my car up the trailer and then to try and help guide Dad's car down the hill. So cleaning up as we go, and just adding on to having a camper trailer. There's heaps of room in your car, so I don't have to stack it all up. And then of course I have the roof, which I chucked some wood on the way through, which I'll get going a little bit later. I'll go for a swim, enjoy the water. Just a quick tip for collecting kindling for the fire. If you're near a river, have a look up in the trees. All this stuff here is obviously from when the water's a lot higher. And then you can grab all this stuff, and it's going to be nice and dry because it's off the ground. And you'll have decent logs in there sometimes, but mainly just that kind of stuff. All your sticks, just to get the fire going. It's always nice and dry, most likely even when it's raining as well. Easy tip. So just cooked dinner, having the usual, my favourite, pizzas for dinner. You've probably seen it before, but I'll show you again. Cast iron pot. Pizza, good to eat. Tandoori chicken and bacon pizza. Yum, can't wait. The others aren't here yet, but they should be here soon. Hopefully they're not lost like my dad and I were last night. But the fire is cranking. Some nice big bits of timber on there. Sit down, eat my pizza, and wait for the others. here's one out of the Russell Quick Compared episode. Alrighty, so day 2 in dwelling up, and I'm here with Damien and his
Nissan Patrol.
Nissan Patrol. Nissan Patrol. So what year is it?
2003, this one.
Yep. And what engine size?
It's got a 6.5 litre turbo diesel on it.
6.5 litre.
Yeah.
So that's not stock, is it?
It's a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
Just a tad.
Chev diesel,
It is.
as said on the sticker there. The girls in the background having a good time.
They've had one too many shandies.
Yeah, that's one in total
Yeah.
as well.
Divided by 2. Yeah.
So we'll just go over your car a little bit, mate. So starting at the start,
Yep,
got a fair bit done.
that's the front.
Well, first off, how long you had the car for?
4.5 years now.
4.5 years. Yep. And what car did you have before this?
A Nissan Patrol. Nearly
Yeah.
had me stumped there, yeah. I had the 4.2 litre GQ Patrol.
And you decided to upgrade to another Patrol,
Yeah, I needed something that wasn't falling apart.
eh?
Great car, but
So why'd you buy this car?
don't be like that.
Nah, it's alright. Cool, so starting at the front of the car there, mate. What do we got? Talk me through it.
So just a factory winch bar, 14,000 pound winch, set of light force spotlights, a bit old now, they're the old halogen ones. We run an Oricom Town and Country UHF kit. And that's about it at the front, really.
The headlights are all stock, eh?
Everything else is stock there, yeah.
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 Cool. Moving on to the side of the car
The
then.
whole, didn't go too fancy.
Nah.
Snorkel. Yeah, run the, what are they?
The larger mirrors.
Larger mirrors.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of them now. Clear view mirrors. I think they're brilliant. I wouldn't ever have a car without them.
You do a lot of towing and stuff with it, so I guess it'd be pretty handy for that.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
they're brilliant.
Safari snorkel, hey.
Yeah, just normal,
Roof rack?
yeah, just a normal roof rack. I used to have a rooftop tent, so that's why it was only a quarter cage. Yeah, rear bar. It's a Outback Accessories rear bar.
Yeah.
Fits on there pretty good.
And you got what size are the tyres?
33 inch. They're 305.
Yeah, the 2 spares in the back as well, hey.
305 70/16s. Olive jack.
Cooper, you've been a big fan of Cooper for a while, haven't you?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to go General Grabbers next.
Yeah, why's that?
Purely because Ronnie Dale gave them a good write-up and they're way cheaper than Coopers.
And he's my hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you. He's your hero, yeah.
Well, you're always talking about him, mate.
Coopers are very expensive. Good, but
Yeah,
very, very
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, they're a bit noisy too, but
Yes.
so are all mud trains, I guess. Side awning,
Yeah,
Oz Trail, hey?
it's done alright. It's due to come off, but it's
Yeah.
about 8 years old.
8 years old, yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it now?
Been on 2 cars. It's a bit sun damaged. The cover is getting pretty thin on the top. One of
It's
the
good to know though that you can get 8 years out
8
of
years,
something like that.
$250.
Yeah, right. Wow.
One of the legs,
That's a good investment, eh?
One of the legs works intermittently.
Nothing a bit of tape can't fix.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it really needs to come off, but I don't often use it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Going to the back of the car again, you got a
HF
big
antenna.
HF antenna
So it's,
there,
It's a Barrett 2050 system.
yeah. And do you ever use that?
Only when we've been in the Kimberleys,
Yeah.
and only really to listen to the football. Never for its full capabilities.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing though that you haven't had to use it, right?
Yeah, but it's slightly outdated now.
And you've got the LED light up there.
Yeah, just rework light.
Yeah. That's permanently mounted there, is it?
Yep.
And what's that on the tyre there?
They're 10 pegs.
Yeah. That's a good spot for them there.
Miniature 10 pegs.
When you're crossing rivers and stuff. That's you got the what's that hitch called? For the camper trailer?
Treg?
Something, yeah, maybe something like that.
One of those hitches, yeah.
Yep.
Just run an Anderson plug and power the camper up.
About it, really. How about the lift?
So it's I think 4 or 5 inch lift. It's a Superior Engineering kit.
Yeah.
With the weight, it sags to about 3. Everything's done.
There's a lot of weight in this car, hey?
It weighs 3.7 tons.
3.7 ton.
And
And you tow a trailer behind it. How much is that, do you reckon?
at least 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of weight, hey?
So just upper arms, Superflex arms in the front, coils, Tough Dog shocks. Everything was done properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cool. Shall we move on to the interior of the car?
let's have a look.
Yep. Sweet. So having a look at the interior of the car.
Yep.
Let's start off with the comms, eh? What do we got?
Yeah, nothing too major. I run a UHF on the front here, a HF radio, just a roof console.
And you got an emergency handheld radio there too, I see.
Yeah, that's good. Like
Yeah.
kid, or with one of my nephews come on our trip.
Or I guess if you're outside,
navigating,
yeah.
whatever, yeah.
It's good having the top mount there.
There's nothing too major here.
Pretty snazzy though, like it gets it all out of the
There's
dashboard, I guess.
storage in here, which is
Yep.
kind of useful. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
What
about
else?
it in here.
What else we got?
That is about it.
You got the brake balance controller down there.
Electric brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the normal switches.
There's not a whole lot.
What's this
going on.
here? Heat.
Heat.
Heated seats, yeah?
Yeah. No, this car had a bout of running through snow, so we needed to run a heat system for the glow plugs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's an aftermarket thing, is it?
It's not aftermarket. It doesn't get done when you put this new motor in, but we had it done because it required it in the snow. So yeah,
Cool.
helps the heat up in the morning.
And navigation-wise, how do you rely on all that? Follow your nose, pretty much, do you? Yeah.
I have Explorer. I think it's Explorer Oz navigation system, which I run on this tablet, but I don't often need it.
Yeah.
I just follow whoever's in front of me, really.
What if you're in front?
Then we just get lost. It's really bad.
Which is the fun part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Let's move into the boot. Alrighty. So going in the back here. So you got the 2 barn doors there.
The barn door. This is where the weight starts to happen. So
It's a pretty big fridge.
yeah, 6 litre angle and a Black Widow drawer system. Got the cage system, which is pretty handy.
Yeah. You can use that room a bit better, can't you?
Yeah, fridge slide. Just store random things in here. This is more sort of camping gear, pegs, tables, snatch straps, recovery gear.
Yeah, that's all quite handy then.
Yeah. If we do a bit of full driving, we take the snatch straps out and the gear out, put it somewhere accessible. This side is just food, snacks, just stuff. We usually always keep our snack food wherever the car is, so some essentials in case we get lost. We'll always survive on tuna.
Always.
Some spare parts. That's about it, really.
Cool. And you got is that a battery in there?
Yeah, on a full river 100 amp hour battery.
Yeah. And a inverter?
No, that's the transmitter for the HF radio.
Okay.
Do
you have an inverter in the car?
Nah, only in the trailer.
No.
So, panels sit up there.
And I can see in the back here, if you're looking carefully, there's 2 40-volt sockets down there too.
Yeah.
What's that used for?
Power to fridge and that sort of thing. If you just come down this way, you can plug straight into there.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty handy.
Yeah, so you pull up to a campsite, caravan park or whatever, plug straight in there, run the fridge. You don't need to open the doors or anything. So
Yeah, sweet. Easy. Cool, mate. So having a look under the bonnet then, we've already gone over this, but it's a 6.5 litre.
Yeah, this is one of the new optimizer motors. New to this car anyway at Christmas.
What kind of power is that putting out?
They
Approximately.
reckon somewhere around 600 to 700 newton meters.
Yeah, right.
At the wheels. I've never had it tuned. I don't really feel the need to have it tuned. It does what I need to do. So yeah, it's cool.
It's a pretty snazzy intercooler too. That's all comes with it, hey?
Yeah, it's all done. I only just put this in Christmas. My last motor had a crack in one of the pistons, so we had to shell out the money for a new optimizer, and I wouldn't switch back. It's fantastic.
It's a pretty fancy battery too.
Yeah, just an Optima red
Optima,
top.
yeah.
Yeah, I quite like Optimas.
So that's is that half cranking, half deep cycle?
Purely cranking.
Purely
red
cranking,
top.
yeah.
I think it's about 1,000 cold cranking amps. More than enough to crank this motor.
Crank this motor, yeah.
It's, yeah.
And what kind of, if you're just doing freeway driving on here, what kind of fuel economy are you getting?
Never really go. It's somewhere between 16 and 19 litres for 100 k's.
Yeah. And so on the trailer goes up a little bit. No.
16 to 19. That's pretty much as good as
all day. Yeah. And off road, do you feel it changes much? You do a lot of beach driving and stuff.
If you hold your foot into it along the beach, it'll just drink it.
Yeah.
Absolutely drink it. But yeah, there's no need to hold your foot right into it along the beach all the time.
Power.
It sounds
down
cool,
low, don't you? Yeah.
Every time it sounds cool, it costs you money. So.
And I've heard the stories a few times, but going up sand dunes and stuff. Weapon. So it's got heaps of low end torque, this motor, hey?
Yeah.
So you can go up a hill in what's kind of the lowest RPM, you'd kind of attack a hill, and you reckon?
Depends on the.
Yeah.
You very rarely use low range.
First is quite low, isn't it, in this
so
car?
even in high range is very low. Taking off on the road, I'd never use first gear. On the beach, second and third, fourth in high range, you pretty much see you anywhere.
And it's 6 speed still?
Nah, 5.
5 speed.
Yeah.
And how about fuel capacity on this car?
120 litres.
That's one tank?
2 tanks, a 90 and a 30.
Yeah.
So gets the distance. I've never run out of fuel. The trailer has 4 jerry cans anyway, so.
You have the roof rack too if you really need it.
Yeah, I can't justify a couple of grand on a long range fuel tank.
Yeah.
So I just chuck them on the trailer.
Yeah.
And
it's all there, accessible, it's easy enough.
We've done a lot of trips and I've never run out of fuel, so it's not really something I feel that I need to spend a lot of money on.
And what's your favourite trip you've done in this car? It's a tough question.
It is. Probably the Gibb River.
Yeah.
It's always right up there, but we've done a lot of stuff and it's never really let us down.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Cool, mate. Well, thanks for taking us through your car.
Yep.
We'll kick back, have a few drinks.
Practice our bicep curls.
Yeah. Enjoy the fire. That looks like it's been left alone a little bit too long to the girls. And yeah, go and have a good time. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Conveyor belt there. You can hear that going most of the night. Maybe we set up camp. It's pretty loud and it's I don't know how long it is, but it's got a few motors, I'm guessing, powering it. You can see it way up there, off in the distance as well. Nice little scenic drive through here. So when we were at camp the other day, it was probably around 5 o'clock in the evening, and this bloke who had crossed the river came back, and he told us on the way through actually that he was searching for some meteorites that had landed somewhere in Drollinger. Interesting character. So he came back and he had a few rocks, and he told us that these rocks were meteorites, and that he found them, and that he was going to be a millionaire and to keep an eye out on Channel 9 News for him. So he handed us these rocks, and they were warm, and you could see they've been in a fire. So I'm not sure if any of you have seen a meteorite in person, but it's generally, they're kind of glassy looking. You can see that they've melted, obviously, from when they've come into the atmosphere. So this guy had gone out of his way to heat these rocks up, whether he put it under the bonnet of his car or with a bit of fire whilst he was gone, and yeah, tried to convince us that they were meteorites, and they're quite obviously not. You can just tell that they're rocks that have been stuck in a fire. So I thought it was a good opportunity to play a prank on Damien as well at the time, and whenever he had his back turned, I would chuck this rock in the fire and leave it in there unbeknownst to him to heat up, and when he wasn't looking again, I'd pull it out and put it back where he put the rock, and every now and then he'd go up to the rock and feel it, and he goes, bloody hell, it's hotter now, it's actually heated up. And we're like, nah, come on mate, it's just a rock, it's not going to heat up and cool down. Anyway, we played this prank for a little while, and probably did that process 6 times over the space of 16 hours. Got him to the point where he actually put the rock in the water as well, and pulled the rock out of the water, and it was still warm, as a rock would be after it's been in the water for 10 minutes. Still warm. So at the moment, I've got Damien convinced that this meteorite has some kind of either magical powers or maybe a chemical reaction that's making it heat up again. Yeah, because he's noticed it gets cold and then it heats up again. So anyway, it's been a bit of fun pulling his leg for the last few hours. So I'll meet up with him at his house. We're on the way home now, and I'll probably break it to him. I'm in 2 minds about telling him the truth or not. Maybe I'll just let him watch this video and see for himself. But anyway, it should be a bit of fun.
Thanks for sticking around. I hope that you enjoyed our adventure. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe and chuck us a thumbs up. No, really, it helps massively. Also, look me up on Instagram under Boomerang, 4-Wheel Drive and Camping Adventures. Thanks a lot. See you soon.